Hello, welcome to Z Talks. I'm Arvin, and in this first installment, we are situating ICT for development within our generation. I vividly remember the era of technology when I was growing up as a child. I was always on internet cafes, playing games on Facebook and Y8, keypad cell phones with limited capabilities. In terms of school, I remember going to computer shops to do research for assignments and print requirements. I always associated these memories with a simpler time. That being said, nostalgia aside, reminiscing on these really puts into perspective how far ICT has come. As Gen Z, we grew up closely with ICT, and it's clear that these innovations have substantially evolved, especially when it comes to accessibility and capabilities. We found common uses with it, such as in education, entertainment, communication, and more. They have also become integrated to a lot of aspects in our lives. Things like online shopping, online banking, e governance, and especially in education, like UPOU's impressive online setup. So, what does this mean? What if we looked at ICT at a larger scale, the bigger picture? It is evident that ICT is widely applicable in our society. It can be positioned as an intervening factor for a lot of marginalized and developing communities and empower them. These are encompassed in something called ICT for development. My take is that for ICT to seriously make a lasting impact in development, it needs to be approached properly and intelligently. This approach draws the line between a more equal, empowered society or a society with another layer of inequality. In developing countries, particularly, the stakes are higher. It can be a blank slate, a fresh start that can empower economic and social change. But it's not a simple path to get there. Efforts must be directed in establishing a framework that meaningfully integrates ICT with intention. ICT interventions must be situated in the locality's culture and way of life for acceptance. Approaches must be participatory in nature to encourage growth. What does this mean for our generation? As mentioned, our demographic is closely intertwined with ICT. The digital world is almost second nature to us. A rethinking of how we situate ICT in our lives, and by extension, our society and our world must be in place. Let's broaden our perspectives beyond our bubbles. The plight of injustice and inequalities experienced by marginalized communities, such as those living in rural areas, are also no stranger to our knowledge. ICT has allowed us to witness this. We're constantly exposed to narratives and rhetoric of the boundless potentials of ICT. But it's equally important to keep in our minds that the integration of ICT, especially within impoverished realities, isn't a simple one and done. It takes a multi-layered, nuanced, and contextualized approach to ensure empowerment and sustainable growth. Yes, not all of us will pursue a path or career in the discipline of ICT, but more often than not, will be its users for most likely the rest of our lives. That's why awareness itself can go a long way. It inspires action and mindful intervention. Thank you for listening to my podcast. It's great to have you here, and I hope I was able to bring you some valuable insights. Once again, this is your host Arvin. See you in the next one. The appropriate credits and references are found on your screen right now.